Sorry about that. Technical trouble. In this nitty-gritty prime time Let's Play live stream, we're going to be playing American Mah Jongg at Mahjong Time. If you haven't tried playing at Mahjong Time yet, look for my email in the video description below. I can send you information about their VIP trial. Tonight's topic is a strategy called strategy by wall. Strategy by wall. Basically, you divide the phases of the game by wall, and there are certain strategies that apply along the way, and that's what we're going to dig into tonight. It's one of my favorite strategies, and I use these strategies every time I play the game. Welcome, everyone. I want to give a quick shout out before we get started and say thank you to our moderators for helping monitor chat. With that, I'll share my screen and we'll get the presentation going. I'm hoping that it will take maybe 30 or 40 minutes for the presentation because it is chock full of strategies. Actually, you know what I did last time, and I think we'll do it again this time. We're gonna partition it or compartmentalize it. So I'll do the introduction, and then we'll do the begin game, and then we'll play, let's see here, we'll play at Mahjong school. And then at Mahjong school, you can pause the game or you can take your time. So we'll go back and forth to the presentation while playing at Mahjong school with robots. And then after we get through the presentation, then we'll play with live players and we'll apply all those strategies and talk through them while we're playing live games. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen and we'll get started on this presentation. Strategy by wall. And I'm gonna jump into Mahjong school too real quick so we can toggle back and forth. So let me do that really quick. Whoa, there are a lot of people practicing tonight. Nice. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. Random, here we go. Join. They're going to deal tiles, but then we're going to wait it out. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the presentation. Oh, shoot. Hold on one second. Let me arrange those tiles and it'll wait for us. Okay, now back to the presentation. Here we go. Everybody ready? Let's dig into the nitty-gritty. Strategy by wall is inspired by Tom Sloper of Sloperama. When I was studying American Mah Jongg and trying to learn the nuances of the game, I went to Tom Sloper's Sloperama and I looked at some of his strategies and I really appreciated an analogy that he used or a methodology that he used called strategy by wall. So this is inspired by Tom. I've taken his original content and kind of made it my own. And so I just want to make sure that I give credit where credit is due. This concept is inspired by Tom Sloper of Sloperama. So big shout out to Tom Sloper for his genius. He is a Mahjong master for sure. So let's continue. The idea is that each wall in the game has certain strategies. And I don't know if you play chess or not. I've learned how to play it. I'm not very good at it, but the idea is kind of along the same vein as the strategies in chess, where you have a begin game, a middle game, and an end game. So in Mahjong, the begin game is when you deal the tiles and then you do the Charleston. The Charleston will be after the tiles have been dealt, of course. So you're going to be left with a short wall. And then, so the begin game is going to be the Charleston and then the first or the short wall after the deal. The middle game, oh, I'm sorry. And then the middle game is going to be the third wall, and then the fourth wall is the end game. So we're going to talk about the begin game first. So this is going to be all focused on the Charleston. So strategies during the Charleston. So what you're going to do is when you first get your dealt hand, you're going to look for the strength of the hand. In American Mah Jongg, that means building around multiples. 91% of the hands on the card use pairs, pungs, kongs, and quints. Multiples. There are singles and pairs in there, but not very many. So if you target multiples, you're going to be able to build your hand quickly by leveraging multiples from the get-go. If you don't have multiples, choose a category that fits the predominant pattern in your hand. Those are the primary objectives in identifying the strength of your hand. Those two things. Build around multiples. If you don't have multiples, build around the predominant pattern and focus on a category. Gather. During the Charleston, you want to think about your passes. You're going to mitigate the risk in each pass. Now, know that every pass is going to have some level of risk. So you just want to make it as benign as possible. So here's a list of lowest to greatest risk. A different number in each suit, little, big, for example. You could do a 1 bam, let's say 4 dot and a 9 crack. That might be a decent pass, the lowest risk. Another just close to that would be, instead of all number tiles, putting in a wind. So you could do, for example, 4 crack 9, or let's see, we did a 4.9 crack with a wind. That is a very benign pass, relatively benign, I should say. Then after that would be all the same category. For example, if you pass all 3, 6, 9, it's a bit risky, more risky than the other two, the first two. Then we have all one suit. That can be even more risky. And then white dragons, flowers, try to pass them rarely. And in my experience, passing like numbers is very nearly as risky as passing pairs, because if you look at the card, there are like numbers all over the card. 41% of the hands use like numbers, I believe is the statistic. So try not to pass like numbers. So this is the risk level going from the lowest risk to the greatest risk, and you just want to mitigate it. Pass as defensively as you can with your remaining tiles. And just remember, there's always going to be some level of risk. You just want to do the best you can with what you have. Building your hand is the top priority. You're going to gather tiles for whatever category you've chosen to play based on the strength of your hand, and you're going to reassess each pass as you go, especially if a new multiple forms. So let me just see really quick here where we're at. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's see here. Oh, I guess that was okay. Let's see here. Let me put this over here now. Okay. While you're in the Charleston, play at the category level for as long as you can. Commit to one category towards the end of the second wall. That would be this short wall right here. Stay concealed as long as you can. Those are the objectives for the begin game. So now we're going to go play Mahjong until we get to the end of the second wall. And we're going to apply all those strategies that we just talked about. So now I'm going to jump over to Mahjong School, and you can see here. Let me reshare my screen for Mahjong Time. Here's our dealt hand. I'm going to go full screen, and then I'll go to presentation view when we get back to the presentation. So full screen, we have 3, 4, 5, 6 in bands. 5 8 in cracks, pair 5, 2 dot 9 dot. Then we have a green dragon, a pair of norths, and a pair of wests. So our multiples here are 5 crack, north, and west. So whatever we do, we're going to try to use those. Now, we may not be able to use all of them because a 5 crack is not, a 5 crack pair is not going to be used with both a pair of north and west, not on this year's card. But we might be able to do something with it. For example, we could maybe play the concealed wind hand. So we're going to hold the winds. Since we're holding winds, we might as well hold the dragon. With the 5 crack, for that concealed hand, we need consecutive numbers in a different suit. So maybe the 4 or 6 we can use with that. So we are targeting the multiples and we're gathering tiles that will support the multiple, and we're going to play a category that uses most of our tiles with our multiples. So that's why we are in the wind and dragon category. So now we have from the 3 bam over, those are our discards. So we're going to pass as defensively as we can with those tiles. So we would do a little number, let's say a middle number and a big number. This would be that first bullet on that list. We have 2 suits though, which is not too bad because we have a 2 and a 9. So I would pass this completely. And we're going to look and see if we can maybe work on a wind hand. Let's see what we get. We're playing against robots, so we can take all the time we need. We've got a multiple, a 6. With this hand, news with pungs, 5 6 mixed suit. We don't need the west probably, but we're going to keep it because that's the category we're in. One thing that we might consider is a consecutive run with 4 5 6 or 6 7 8, because there is the second hand down, either north and south with a run or east and west with a run, and we still have tiles we can pass. Now this is going to be a little bit risky. 3 9 and bams and an 8 crack. That is a little bit risky. We might be able to make that a little bit better by letting the dragon go. We don't have any other dragons, so I think I would make that a little bit more innocuous. And let's see what we can get out of this one. If you're just joining us, we are practicing strategy by wall. We're focused on the begin game, and these are strategies through the Charleston. We have another multiple, the 4 bam. So we have 4 6 7, and here we have like numbers. You see this right here? This would be a very risky pass, in my opinion. I would not do that. So what we need to consider now is letting maybe another tile go. So for example, we could do 4 crack, 9 crack, 7 bam. We have a little number, a middle number, and a big number. And we do have mixed suits. So I think I would do that. Let's see what we get from this one. If we get a 5 bam and a south, let's say we just got a 5 bam and a 4 bam. We really don't need the 4 bam so much, but we'll just keep it for a minute. And let's just reassess, because now look at all these number tiles that we have. We have 3 5 in cracks, 4 5 6 in bams, and multiples in there. 5 crack, 4 bam, 6 dot. We definitely should keep going with the Charleston. When you're making the decision whether or not you want to keep going, you want to look at how many discards you have. We really don't know what hand we're playing yet. We're in between, and it's best to keep going. So we're going to keep going, and we're going to make decisions. Eventually, you have to make a decision, so you might as well do it now. And that's my humble opinion. So we're going to let a west go, I think, or we'll definitely keep going. The 3 can go, the 9 can go, and a west can go. And we still don't have to make a decision on our hand, not yet. Although, oh no, 3 bam. A 3 bam was going around in the Charleston. We might get it back. in which case I would let go of the wins completely and focus on consecutive run, because we do have 4, 5, 6, and consecutive run is a much easier category to play because it is so flexible. Let's pass these 3 and see what we get. If we get that 3 bam back, I would switch. We got the 3 bam. So I would switch, especially because we have no south. That's a gap. Anytime you have a gap, you want to lower that as an option when comparing to another option where you have no gaps. So if we use this 3 bam, we could maybe play the 1 suit hand, second one down. Pung, kong, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I would let the wins go now. Here's a 4 that is in our range, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I would keep that. However, we're left with wins. I try not to pass 2 wins together if I don't have to, because news is on the card, little news and big news on the card. So it's best not to pass wins together. I would let the 4 dot go at this point. Let's see what we have. We have a 7 bam. Oh, and a 4. Okay, so we have a couple of interesting things here. However, we really don't have to pick a hand yet because we've got discards. It would require us to pass 2 wins, and I'd rather not. We are doing the last right. We have 4, 5 in cracks, 4, 5 in bams. There's another hand we could play, 4, 5, 4, 5, third hand from the bottom under consecutive run. We could also maybe play 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could probably make this a little bit better by letting go of the 3. If someone is playing wins, we won't be passing 2. We'll pass the 3 instead and still be able to maybe play 4, 5, 6, 7. Either way, it's kind of a 6, 1, half dozen the other, because we could pass 7, 9 together and do 3, 4, 5, 6. We would be able to call for the 4, but that would be it. We're kind of in between 4, 5, 4, 5 and 3, 4, 5, 6, or 4, 5, 6, 7. I think what I would do is let the 3 go here. I think that would be a little safer, and we can still use the 7. We have a pung of 4s, and we could pung the 6. So either way, we can act on either one. So it's kind of a 6, 1, half dozen the other here. Let's see if we get any keepers. We did. We got 2, 5 crack and a 5 bam. So this is where you just reassess, and you're going to build around the most of your multiples. We have 2 pungs, so I would leverage those. Those are going to be stronger than the pairs. If we play 4, 5, 4, 5, we would have 1 pair to let go of, as opposed to playing 4, 5, 6, 7 and letting a pung go. Leveraging the pungs, we would have 1 additional tile. Either way, we could maybe keep it all and just pass 2 and see what comes in. I think that's what I would do, because there's equal potential here. 4, 5, 4, 5, or 4, 5, 6, 7. So thank you, Kathleen. We're going to pass 2. We got a 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we are now going to start discarding and picking 1 tile at a time. We are in build mode because we have 2 hands with no gaps. So we're going to start building now. We need if we play 4, 5, 4, 5, we need a pung of 4 cracks and a kong of 5 cracks, pung 4 bam, which we have, and a kong of 5 bams. So we're going to need to build up our 5 bam. If we play 4, 5, 6, 7, excuse me, we need pung kong. We need to build up our 5. We could pung the 6, and we need to build up the 7. Either way, we didn't use the 3 crack or the 9 crack. So those are 2 discards. We really don't have to pick a hand until either we run out of discards or one of our tiles goes down in a discard. So let me just talk about these walls real quick. When you play the game, hopefully you're rolling the dice to break the wall, because that is a rule with American Mah Jongg. Sorry, I got a message. I just want to make sure no one's having trouble getting here. Okay, so with the walls, look at the wall here. You see my mouse moving around a little bit right here? This is the end wall. You want to visualize about 40 tiles or a full wall. So a full wall would be where this gap is right here. So I would say a full wall is probably right about here. So you would visualize a full wall for the end game. So that is the end game. And then you would do the same thing to visualize the middle game. And about a full wall is going to be right about here. So you want to kind of visualize a full wall, estimate it. So that tells me that right around where this north is, right here, just above where their name is, right around in there is going to be the end of the second wall. That's where we need to narrow down our category. And we're ahead of the game because we already know what category we're playing. We're in consecutive run. So I think that was a really good Charleston. We're in between hands. And we have maybe, let me see, 1, 2, we have about 5 discards. So we're going to have to work hard for this one. So we're going to go ahead and discard and start picking until we get to right just after the name of this robot, right around in here. So let's start by discarding the 9 bam.
9 bamboos. 8 characters.
So we're in between 4, 5, 4, 5.
2 dots.
And 4, 5, 6, 7. Second hand down and third hand from the bottom.
3 bamboos.
We got a joker.
3 characters.
I think if this were me, I'd play 4, 5, 4, 5.
3 dots.
Because we can pung the 4, Kong the 5 in
6
cracks.
dots.
We have the 4. All we need is 1 good pick for that 5 bam.
1 bamboo.
Now it's going to depend on what we pick. Because if we pick a 7 bam,
1 bamboo.
I'd probably let the 4, 5 go. Let's see here.
4 dots.
We have a lot more work to do for the other hand. I think I would play 4, 5, 4, 5 here. And I would commit. This is when you have to make a decision. We have a hand with no gaps, so I would take it. We're going to pung.
Pung.
We're playing this third hand from the bottom. We're going to let the 7 bam go. So we're ahead of the game now. We know what hand we're playing. We have no gaps. We're 1 away from set. We need 1 more good pick for the 5 bam. We're still building that 5 bam. We need 1 more good pick. We have a pair we don't need at the moment, the 6 bam.
6 bamboo.
There it is. Now, we're not taking that. That was for the other hand, so we're going to let it go. And since nobody wanted it, we might as well discard.
6 bamboos.
We're playing 4, 5, 4, 5. Third hand from the bottom under consecutive run. We have 2 discards. And we can call the 5 crack. We need a little help with our 5 bam, either a pick or a joker. A good strong pick or maybe a joker exchange. There are 2 jokers up for grabs.
9 characters.
Okay, so in our next pick, we're going to pause the game because we're heading into the middle game now. So we'll do 1 more pick and then we'll go back to the presentation and look at middle game strategies.
Pung. 7 dots.
So we're going to pick 1 more tile and go back to the presentation. Let's see what we get here first.
8 dots.
Okay, we're going to pause. We got a flower. I would not keep that. But let's go back to the presentation and talk through middle game strategies. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. All right. Now here is the middle game. This would be the third wall, which is where we are in the game. And here are the strategies for this part of the game. Avoid claiming a discard until you're ready to commit to a hand. And we were. So we started to claim a discard. We have one exposure out right now. So we're ready to commit. We have a hand with no gaps. Confirm whether you're playing an exposable hand or a concealed hand. Hold on. So before your first exposure, make sure you're playing an exposable hand. That's the perfect time to look at the card, check the X and the C. Watch what other players are discarding and exposing to try to identify what category they're playing. This goes into a more advanced strategy called reading hands. And we're going to have a session on reading hands soon. I'll let you know at the end of today's live stream when reading hands is going to be a topic for the Nitty-Gritty Prime Time Let's Play live stream. So we're not going to go too deep into reading hands today. The next strategy is to discard joker bait and flowers not needed by the end of the third wall. Joker bait is another great strategy that was the birth child of Tom Sloper. He's had some great strategies for American Mah Jongg players, and joker bait is one of them. And hopefully we'll have an opportunity to look at that tonight as we go through a game. And if we do, I'll point it out. It's basically a pair you don't need. And during the middle game, the middle of the middle game, so it would be right around in the middle of the middle wall, that's when is ideal to discard one of your pair tiles that you don't need to coax out a joker in an exposure from one of your opponents. You want to commit to a single hand by the end of the third wall. That just gives you kind of a guideline for where your hand development should be in this stage of the game. By the end of the third wall, you want to know what hand you're playing. Redeem jokers from other players' hand to try to prevent someone else from benefiting. And that's if you can. It's very situational. Leave at least one joker amongst your opponent's exposures to avoid paying into a jokerless hand. If you take all their jokers in their exposures, you could leave them with a jokerless hand and everyone will have to pay double. So you want to try to leave one joker visible if you can. Now, if you're super close to ready to win, you might go ahead and risk it. And your opponents might grumble if you do that, but you'll just move on. All right, next, discard fresh tiles by the end of the third wall. So you really have to monitor the progress of the game, and right around the last pick of the wall, or the maybe 2 picks before the end of the wall, that's when you want to discard your fresh tiles. The tiles up to that point, you might be able to use for joker exchanges if they haven't been exposed yet. So the timing is critical when it comes to fresh tiles. You've got to be able to switch your thinking, because those fresh tiles are going to be very risky to discard in the end game, which is the last wall. So do your best to not be left with fresh tiles after this third wall. We're going to go back and play in the middle game. So here we are. I'll go full screen. We have a flower. We know what hand we're playing. We have no gaps. This flower is the riskiest tile we have. So I would let it go, because I think we're a front runner for this game. So we don't want to hold on to these risky tiles going into this end game. We're still in the middle game right here. But still, I'd rather let it go now than hold on to it. And flowers really are not good
2
tiles
characters.
to hold on to for joker bait. We don't even have joker bait at the moment. We have an 8 dot
One
and a 6
character.
bam we don't need. So we really don't have that example to look
8
at right now.
bamboos.
Okay, 9 bam is out, so we can discard that.
9 bamboos.
We're looking for maybe a joker exchange opportunity
9
because
bamboos.
we need a little help with our 5 bam. Just as a reminder, we're playing 4 5 4
1
5.
character.
Third hand from the bottom under consecutive run.
Red dragon.
Okay, we need a keeper here. That would be a keeper. We have a joker exchange. During the middle game especially, always look at exposures to see if there's a joker available for exchange. And here we have one.
8 characters.
So now our hand is set. Either one of these discards are going to be good. There are 2 6 bams out and there's an 8 dot out. So this 8 dot is the riskiest tile we have because only one is out. There are 2 6 bams out. So this is probably a good safe discard for our last discard before we're ready to win.
8 dots.
So we can Kong the 5 crack and Kong the 5 bam.
White dragon.
It'd be nice if we could draw though, because the more exposures you
dot.
have, the more people are going to be able to
Green
figure out what
dragon.
you're playing.
Kong.
Now we need to
6
keep an
dots.
eye on the end game. The end game is going to be right
East
around
wind.
where this 4 dot is. If you can visualize a
wind.
full wall, it's going to be right around where the 4 dot is. Okay, so 8 dot is out. That should be
8
okay.
dots.
So right around in here is going to be the end
5
game.
dots.
And we have just
1
one
character.
discard and it should be a safe discard. Now our opponent across from us, 8 crack green dragon Kong.
9 characters.
They're playing the second hand from the bottom under evens.
8 dots.
2 8 with offsuit dragons.
3 bamboos.
They need 2 cracks in there.
Kong.
Oh,
Flower.
there are some jokers. Goodness. Okay, and they're playing north and south with a run. So they need 1 2 bam. 1 2 bam there. So let's discard this white dragon. This is going to be a tile that our opponent across from us needs.
White dragon.
They're going to need a joker though. They're not ready for it.
8 characters.
Okay, so there are
4
4 jokers up for grabs right now. The 4 crack, 3
Green
bam.
dragon.
Oh, they just got the green dragon. So now
7
there are
characters.
three jokers up for grabs at the moment. Okay, 1 bam. They need this as a pair, but my guess is they are not ready for it. I don't see any souths out yet.
1 bamboo.
That's the second 1 bam. If one more 1 bam goes down, we can declare them disqualified. There's a south. They're not ready for it.
3 bamboos.
Oh, they got a joker. These robots are really good at
7
getting
dots.
joker exchanges.
2 bamboos.
Oh, they just threw away one of their tiles that they need. I hope they have 2
2
bams.
characters.
They're playing 1 2 3, 1 2 pair. Maybe they
7
already
characters.
have their pair for the 2.
7 dots.
Huh. Okay.
4 bamboos.
We're good there. We have a pung. That's what we need. Okay, now we're 1 more pick from the end game, or really 2. See, there are 49 tiles left. 2 more picks and we'll be in the end game. It's around 40 tiles left in the wall. So we have
9
maybe 2
dots.
more picks and then we're going to jump back to the presentation
West wind.
and finish up strategy by wall.
3 dots.
And I have a wiki article on this.
7
So
characters.
I'll add that into the show notes after the live stream. That's a keeper. We'll throw the 6 bam, which should be safe.
6 bamboos.
And we're ready to win on a 5
7
bam.
bamboos.
Ready to win on a 5 bam or joker exchange.
2 dots.
There are 2 jokers up for grabs right now, the 3 bam and the 4 crack. Okay, on our
1
next pick
dot.
here, we're going to pause the game. We're going to pause the game right here, and we're going to jump back to the presentation because we're heading into the end game when we discard. So I'm going to go back to the presentation. Okay, we're in the end game. This is the last wall, the fourth wall. That's where we are right now, 40 tiles left. These are the objectives or the strategies. The first thing you want to do is decide if you're going to play to win. If you're going to play to win, you've got to stop and count the cost, because your opponents at this point will have had time to build their hand too, and they could be also ready to win. So you want to assess the viability of your own hand. 3 discards or less is ideal at this point in the game. And we're ready to win. So we had a very good result for this game. You also want to look at your opponent's hands and assess their viability. And right now there's 1 exposure for the player on our right. They have a Pung of East. We don't know which hand they're playing though, because let me see. They could be playing the first hand under Winds and Dragons or the second hand down East and West with a run. We don't know yet what they're playing. The player across from us, we know what they're playing. They're playing 2-8 with dragons, and they're going to need jokers because the white dragons are out. And I think there was a 2 dot just thrown, or I'm sorry, they need 2 cracks. A 2 crack was just thrown, I believe. And then the player to our left, they're maybe in a tight position also because they need pairs of 1 bam, pair of 2 bam, and the 1 bam went out, and I think they discarded a 1 bam. So we don't know yet if that player on our left is ready or not, or getting close. I think they are probably on our tail. The other 2, I don't think so. So you want to decide what you think their potential is and compare it to yours to come to that decision of whether or not you want to play to win. Because if you are going to play to win, you need to discard your riskiest tiles first. Right now we have no discards because we're ready to win. So every pick we get, we're going to discard. We are playing to win. If you do have discards though, excuse me, I have a little cold. You want to decide what to keep based on what you see, especially if you decide instead of playing to win, you're going to fold and play defensively. That would be a fold in American Mah Jongg. You switch to defense. You're still active in the game, but you're not playing to win. You're playing not to lose. So you want to discard as safely as you can. We're playing to win, so risk is okay. We're risking it. You can also switch to defense at this point or some point in the game as we go. And you want to avoid calling any discards for exposures if you've decided to fold. If you are not playing to win, do not claim discards to make exposures, because you're going to be giving more information to your opponents to help them make decisions on their hand. What is concealed is unknown to them or an assumption for them. They can maybe investigate and survey the table and try to figure out what you might have in your hand. But if you're switching to defense and you're holding risky tiles, they won't have that idea if you have no exposures. The more exposures you have, the more information you're going to be giving out to them. So avoid calling discards to make exposures. And also, especially if you're going to expose a joker, you want to try not to give any opportunity for anyone to do a joker exchange in the end game, especially if you switch to defense. Just discard as safely as possible. Year tiles and wins are going to be riskier than most other tiles, but every tile in the set is a single or pair on the card. So there's technically no safe discard. You just want to survey the table and try to discard as safely as possible at this stage of the game. All right, so let's get back to the game and we'll finish it up. We're going to discard. Maybe the game glitched. Here we go. We're playing to win.
6 dots.
We need a 5 band. We're in the end game. Last 40 tiles. Now they need a pair for that, and they didn't take it, so they're not ready.
3
So
dots.
there's, let me see, 2 1 bams are out.
6
1 2
characters.
bams, 2 2 bams are out. So we're gonna watch that. We got our Mahjong. Mahjong. Woohoo! I forgot to go full screen. Okay, so we have 4 5 4 5. We won. And don't worry about looking at the robots because they are programmed to not be smart right now in the school. So don't worry about analyzing their hand. All right, so let me just go back to my presentation and to double check to see. Let's see here. We just finished that. End game. Objectives, count the cost. Okay, so that's going to do it for the presentation. We're done with the presentation. Let me, I don't want to forget to put a link in there. So let me just do that super quick. Does anybody have any questions in the meantime about strategy by wall? We're going to do another game. All right, let's see here. I'm going to jump into YouTube real quick and put this in there so that it'll be there after the session, and then we'll play some more. Now, do you guys want to play against robots one time, or should we go into playing with real people? Because the tiles are going to be a little bit different when you're playing with real people. Okay. Oh, I already had it in there. Ha ha. I was proactive. Okay, so strategy by wall is already in there. Okay, we're going to play with humans. Sue says play with humans. She was the first to respond, so we're going to play with humans. Here's the table right here. As soon as we have 4 at the table, we'll go full screen and we'll practice strategy by wall. And I've got it memorized because I've been doing it for so long. So I'll share all those strategies as we go. Here we go. Full screen. So we're going to target the strength. We're going to play a category that uses most of our tiles, and then we're going to gather. So here we have a pair of flowers, west and south. So we're probably going to play a wind hand. We're going to leverage these winds. Maybe we can play that fifth hand down. There's a joker there. We might be able to play a year hand, so I think I would hold that 2 dot. And we have tiles we can pass. Let's do little, middle, big. Little, middle, big. That would be the lowest to highest bullet list. Remember that list? Little, middle, big. We got a keeper, an east. So now let's do little, middle, big. Now here we have 2 8s. I would rather not be left with like numbers, because if we get everything we want, we might have to pass like numbers, which I think is more risky than passing an 8, 9, and 2 suits. So I think this would be better to pass. We're left with a 7, 8, and 1 suit, which is also a bit risky because look what we got, 7, 8. Now we have pairs here. So with 7 and 8, I would consider maybe switching to east and west with a run. Even though we have no 9, that's a gap. We might be able to do that. The challenge here is we need a north. We have no north, but we do have a 2. We could potentially pass blind here. unless we want to give up on the south and play east and west with 7, 8, 9. We have a joker for the 9 if it doesn't come in, or we could keep the souths in case we get a north and then break up the 7, 8. 7, 8 would be pairs for us. I say we pass one blind. Hi, Josie, welcome. Okay, so we have a 1, 8. Now we have to decide. Everybody wants to keep going, and I would keep going. We need to pick a hand. We're in between. We need to go one way or another. Technically, we have no gaps with the north and south. So I would keep going and break up the 7, probably. We have no gaps for news. Well, we don't have a north, but that's a single tile. If we get even one south, and east would be nice too, because we need a pair there. This is a little bit risky because we do have no north and a single east. So let's just see what happens. We have no gap with the 9. We got the 7 again. Okay, 7's back. All right, now we have to make a choice again. We're going to let the 7 go. We're in the same position. Thank you, Bonnie. So we're still gathering. We got an east. So now we're in a better position with the wind hand. So let's pass 1, 9 and break up that 8. Now that we have our pair, we need really one good tile and we'll be set. We need a flower or a south and we'll be set. We got another west. That's perfect. Check it out. It worked out in our favor here. So they want 2 tiles. We can do 2. We had a super good Charleston. We still need to pass across. So let's see what we get. Right now we have 4 discards, but we know what hand we're playing and we're 1 away from set. We need 1 good tile. We need a south or a flower. Let's pass 9 and 6. If I'm between passing consecutive run and 3, 6, 9, I pass 3, 6, 9 because of the expanse between them. There was a big gap between 6 and 9. All right, so we have 4 discards. We are the dealer, and we're going to start by discarding. So I would discard this 8 crack, and that leaves us with 3 discards. So I would say we are probably a front runner for this game with 3 discards. If you have 4 less than 4, you're going to be a front runner, but you might still have to do some work. It's not a guaranteed win. We're going to pass. That is a single for us. We need 1 good pick. We need to either pick a flower or a south in order to get set.
7 bamboos.
Okay, we're going to pass. Let's let that dragon go. If I'm not using dragons, they go first. Really wins too, but we're playing wins.
Pung.
Oh, we get another turn.
9 characters.
Okay, the 7 bam is out.
7 bamboos. 7 bamboos. 9 bamboos. 6 dots.
We got a north. Now we have no
9
gaps.
dots.
So we have no gaps now. We can Kong the south. I think I would wait on the flower. I'd kind of like to see if we can
8
draw it.
bamboos.
Okay, we're going to pass. We're still in the middle game.
9
If you
bamboos.
visualize, it would be right around in here.
3 dots.
So you see this little short wall here? You just subtract that from the other end. Let's let that 8 go.
8
So
bamboos.
here's the end game right here. And then the middle game
7 characters.
is going to be about 3 in. So you just kind of adjust
6
the length of the
bamboos.
wall. So we have 2 more picks to the middle game.
8 characters.
We know what hand we're playing. We really don't need that
3
west
dots.
unless we switch to the first hand. We could play Pung North,
Wind.
Kong East, Kong West, Pung South. We would need to Pung that. Let's pass. We could play that first
8
hand,
characters.
second option. We need a Pung of Norths if we do that,
2
but
bamboos.
we're not set on that either until we get a East. So let's just see what we get from the wall.
Green dragon.
Okay, we're in the middle game now. We know what hand we're
Pung.
playing. Pung Pung.
2 dots.
Pung of Dragons, Pung Pung. They're probably playing north and south or east and west with dragons. My guess
4
is they're
dots.
playing north and south because we have east and west.
8 characters.
Therefore, we may focus on,
Wind.
there's a hesitation there. Let's see, 4 flowers, Pung. Let's go ahead and Pung.
Pung.
Because I have a very hard time getting flowers. I don't know why.
Flower.
We're going to throw the flower. We're switching to that first hand on the right. Pung, Kong, Kong, Pung.
South wind.
Okay, so that is a Pung for us.
Pung.
And now we just need one good pick for the
Flower.
east. We do need a joker. Excuse me. We do need a joker for that east because one is out.
character.
We have our Kong of West. So we're
North
leveraging that
wind.
Kong. We're not going to have a jokerless hand because there is an east out.
Five dots.
Okay, now 2 Pungs of Dragons. They could be playing 3, 6, 9. Fourth hand down.
1 character.
They could also be playing a year hand. That's true. So we're going to discard year
3
tiles.
bamboos.
There's a hesitation on that too. So they could be playing the third hand down under the year. They could be playing the
6 bamboos.
fourth hand down under 3, 6, 9.
8 dots.
So we'll keep an eye on that.
9 bamboos.
We got the east.
4 dots.
So now we just need a joker.
8 dots.
We're playing the second hand, the second option on the first
2
hand
characters.
for Winds and Dragons. The green dragon and the 3 bam are both available
4
for exchange.
bamboos.
Oh, 4 bam.
4 bamboos.
So we just need an east in here, a joker, because there's an east out.
4 dots.
It sure looks pretty having no jokers here. We're still in the
3
middle
dots.
game. 1, 2, we have about 4 more picks.
5 characters.
And then we'll be in the end game.
7 dots. 7 characters.
Yeah, if they're playing that the year hand, they're going to be using flowers.
3 bamboos.
If they're using, or if they're playing 3, 6, 9, they're going to need a pair of flowers. That's one reason why I thought maybe we need to let these flowers go, because we would need a
6
Kong.
characters.
And we had only a pair and just 1 joker.
6 characters.
Oh, we got Mahjong. Mahjong! Woohoo! I get a dot for that one too. I haven't won that one yet. So we have the second option on the first hand under Winds and Dragons. Pung, Kong, Kong, Pung for news. Over here, they were playing the year hand. Let's see. Josie pegged that one. I was thinking maybe north and south or east and west with dragons, or 3, 6, 9. Here we have 1, 9 with 3, 5, 7 and cracks paired up. They had a lot of jokers. Here we have a 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or maybe they were going to try for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fourth hand down, but they had a Pung of ones. All right, let's see if we can play again. Oh, the game already got going there. All right. So what do you think about strategy by wall? How does it feel to you? For those new to the concept, put a one in the chat if you never heard about strategy by wall. We need one more player and we'll get started. Sorry about the coughing, guys. I have a cold. All right, we're starting anew. We have a flower, 1, 5, 9 and bams, pair 9, 1, 2 and cracks, 2, 3, 7, 9 and dots, pair 9, and an east. The east is an outlier. It can go. I would start with the 9s. We have 9s. And with the rest of these tiles, I'm thinking we could maybe play big odds. So I would hold 5s and the 7. We have tiles we can pass here. We might be able to use the 1, but we have pairs of 9s. Let's pass. Let's see here. We've got like numbers with 1s and like numbers with 2s. So we need to try to split these out so we're not stuck with like numbers. We got a 9 and an 8. So let's keep the 9. We might be able to play. We did build another multiple here with our 1 crack, but now we have a pung of 9s with a pair of 9s. So I would focus on consecutive run. Maybe we could do 8, 9, 8, 9. I'd break up the 1 and pass 1 of each suit. We still need to split out these 1s. I'm thinking the 7 can go. It would be ideal to get an, oh, we just got a 7 dot though. But really, there's not much we can do with 7, 9, and a 9. Let me just double check. 5, 7, 9. We can throw the east for sure. Maybe the 1. I think I would let the 7 go because I do not want to get stuck with a pair. If we get everything we want, we may not be able to use the 7s. Pair 9, 9. You know what I was just thinking? Maybe we should consider switching to 3, 6, 9. Let's see if we can get 6s instead of 8s. Either way, we might be able to make it work. Here's another 3 consecutive tiles, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we definitely want to keep going. We have 3, 9, and a 9. 3, 9, and a 9. 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9. Let's see if we're going to keep going here. We have tiles we can pass. Okay, here we go. 1, 7, 4. It's a little risky holding on to this 3-dot pair if we get 8s. If we get 6s though, I think we should switch to 3, 6, 9 of some kind. Maybe the concealed hand. We have a gap though, no 3, no 6 in BAMs. We just got a 6 dot. Okay, so I'm thinking 3, 6, 9, and that will allow us to pass the 8. Okay, 3, 6, 9, maybe 3, 6, 9 concealed. We need a 3 BAM and a 6 BAM in here. A 9 crack might work too if we play that third hand from the bottom. 3, 9, check it out. I'm thinking we use the 9 BAM as joker bait and play 3, 6, 9 the second hand down. Oh, we could even break it up right now. We have a hand with no gaps now. We do have a weakness though, because we need a pair of 6 dots. That is a weakness. It needs to be a pair. We did pick up that 7 again. We could maybe keep it because we do have tiles we can pass. Third hand from the bottom in odds, 5799. We would need cracks. We had no cracks at all. So that would be a gap. At the moment, we have no gaps. I want to see what our opponent is going to ask for here. Usually if they delay, they want one tile. And I do not like passing one tile. So we're going to wait this out to the 3-second mark. You see up here, there's a timer. We're going to wait until the 3-second mark. And if they don't offer, we're going to decline. Because I bet you they want one tile. And I don't do that. Okay, sorry, Bonnie. That is a good hand. I've not gotten that one yet. 5799. I don't remember having cracks though. And so that would have been a gap. Okay. We have 4 discards, so I'd say we're a contender.
White dragon.
We are a contender for this game.
West
We
wind.
probably will be discarding the 7 dot.
8 bamboos.
We need that 6 dot before long.
8 bamboos.
Why not one tile? Because
2 bamboos.
if you're doing the optional cross and your opponent wants one tile, that could mean that they're close to a winning hand and you don't want to put them in a better position. So it's best to decline. If they're in between hands, then they're going to be even in worse shape. And that's
7
okay
characters.
because we want to win. So that's why you decline.
Wind.
And that's also why I try to be proactive, or I try to be reactive with the optional cross. I wait for my opponent to make the offer. Oh, look, we got that. We got the 7 or the 8, 6, 7, 8, 9 we have now.
8 characters.
So let's keep it. We could maybe play that second hand down under consecutive run. All right, so let's look at the walls. We have a short wall in front of East, as per normal, as per usual.
6 bamboos.
So we're going to go all the way over here to the flower, maybe right here is where the end game will begin, right about here.
9 bamboos.
And we're still in the middle game. Or I'm sorry, we're in the begin game still. Here's a 5 now. We have discards, so we don't have to pick a hand
9
yet.
bamboos.
We have 5 through 9 here. Now the 5 through 9 hand in one
dots.
suit, we only need a pair of 9s. So I would not keep this 5. I suppose we could maybe consider, if we get a 1 dot, we could consider playing the first hand, but we only need a pair for that first hand in one suit.
4
We could maybe play a 5, 7, 9 hand, but we'd have to throw away a pung of
6
threes.
bamboos.
I think we need to keep an eye on the 6
8
dot and see what
bamboos.
happens there. Oh, now we have a 5 dot pair though. Okay, let's let the 5 bam go.
5 bamboos.
All right, we have 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If we do get a 4 dot, we could maybe consider the pair hand, 7 consecutive
6
pairs,
characters.
but we'd have to throw away a pair of 9s. I think the best potential
Green
here is
dragon.
3, 6, 9 if we can get that 6 dot. Fourth
9
hand down under
characters.
odds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we already
4
shared about that one.
characters.
Okay, so now we're in the middle game. So you can
White
see we
dragon.
have right around, let's see, right around the 9 is where the
7
end game
dots.
is. So we're right in that middle game now,
6 bamboos.
where
5
there's 80
bamboos.
tiles left. That's the beginning of the middle game.
7 dots.
So the middle of the middle game is going to be right around
8
maybe a
characters.
pick before the end of that wall. We just got the 6. So I would focus on 3, 6, 9 with the 6 bam now. So let's let the 5 dot go.
5 dots.
Maybe we'll get a joker. No? Okay. we'll be able to Kong this 3 dot, hopefully.
9 characters.
We're going to need flowers now. This is the risk we're
wind.
taking here. We don't have any gaps, but it's a weakness because that needs to be a Kong.
6 dots.
But we have our pair. Let's see. Let's let that 6 crack go.
6
So we're playing the
characters.
second hand down under 3, 6, 9. We have no gaps, and we have our pair. We just need flowers. Shirley will draw flowers.
2 characters. West wind. 3 bamboos.
We need a keeper here. We need flowers.
9
Hashtag
characters.
flowers. That's right. Oh my goodness. I have the hardest time getting flowers.
2 characters. 4 characters. Flower.
That's what we need. White dragon. We do not want to hold on to that. Although maybe we could switch to 5, 7, 9 dragon. But we would have to let go of a pung and a pair. No, I would not do that. We're going to
White
leverage
dragon.
these multiples.
Flower. 4 characters. 4 bamboos.
Oh, and look, we got the 5.
8 dots.
Oh my goodness. 5, 7. Okay, nobody wanted that 5 dot, so we're going to be in the end game in
4
2 picks.
characters.
We'll be in the end game in
6
2
dots.
picks. That's a pair for us.
Green dragon.
We do not want a west.
West wind.
We still need this 3 dot. Let's hope it's in the wall.
5 characters.
There's a hesitation there.
4 dots.
Oh, we got a winner. A winner at the beginning of the end game. So that was a good, they had a good Charleston here. News with a run, 2 consecutive pungs concealed. Nicely done there. Here we have 1, 3, 5 dragon. Ooh, they're ready to win on a 3 crack. Ready to win. Oh, no. They need a flower still. They needed to, let's see, Kong the 1 and 5. And then they needed either a 3 crack or a flower to get ready. And then here we have 1, 2, 1, 2, Pung Kong. 1, 2, 1, 2, Pung Kong probably. And of course we needed the 3 dot, which is in the wall. And then flowers, of course, in the wall. All right, let's play again. The flowers were in the wall. There was only 1 flower in a hand. Well, let's jump right here. Okay. We have a couple of jokers. We have a pair of 8 cracks. That's where we start. And this white dragon pair. Okay, so with that white dragon and the 8, there's very little we can do because consecutive run, the dragons match. Now, what we could maybe try for is the 2, 4, 6, 8 hand concealed, or maybe 2, 8 with offsuit dragons. So we would need a 2 crack. So at the moment, we're looking at a gap hand. With 8s, I think I would let the south go. So let's let the 1 and the 9 go, 2 suits here. Maybe we keep the 9 and let the 4 go. Because then we would have, let's see here, maybe we let the 5 go, 3, 4, 9 for our next pass. Oh, I don't want to do 3, 1, 4. Let's do 1, 4. Okay, we'll see how this goes. So we're looking at I'm sorry, not like numbers, but eights, evens, eights. Here's a 6 and an 8. 6 and an 8. We have 3 tiles to pass, so we don't have to pick a hand. Oh, and here's where I'll do 3, 6, 9 before even odds. So we could maybe do 2, 4, 6, 8 concealed. We have no flowers though. Or we could do like numbers with 8s, no flowers. We have no flowers. Okay, now here's another multiple, the 6. We've got 2 pairs of 8s though. Here's 5, 9, and we have 8s. We have all the 8s. Let's see here. What about if we played the second hand down and let the 6 go? Second hand down under evens. We have a gap, no 2. I try not to pass white dragons. I'm hoping we won't have to do that. Okay, we have a 6 bam, that is an even. And here we have 1, 3 dragon. I would not pass that. I would keep going. It's getting a bit tight for us because of this pair of white dragons that we're not going to use. If we get a flower, we might be able to use one of them and play like numbers with 8s and flowers. And dragons, single dragons. We got a keeper, 2 keepers, 2, 8. Oh no, we have to pass. I would not pass a pair of white dragons. No, we're not doing that. Let's let the 8 crack go. Maybe they'll throw it and we'll Kong. Maybe we'll get it back. We got a 6 dot. We really don't need that though, because we just need a single there. Now we do have some weakness here for this particular hand because we need to pair the 2 and the 8. We need a pair of 2s and 8s. And it would be really nice to get that 8 crack back. I want to wait and see how many they want. Be reactive here if we can. Yes. We're going to discard that white dragon right away. Cross your fingers for that 8 crack. That's what we want back. I don't remember who we gave it to. Well, we got a 2 dot, which is good. That's one of our pair tiles. We're going to start by discarding the white dragon. That is our riskiest tile. We are set for this hand, so I think we are a front runner. We need to Kong the 8 crack, Kong the 8 bam, and we'll be ready to win on the 8 dot. Let's pass. That would be the waypoint in my mind.
4 bamboos.
Now, maybe the player on our left has the 8 crack. Let's hope they discard.
6 dots.
No. Okay. Oh, we don't want to hold dragons.
Green dragon.
We still have a weakness with the 8 dot.
8 characters.
Okay, so let's Kong. We know what hand we're playing and we have no gaps.
9 dots.
And if we put out this other 8 bam, they may think that we're playing like numbers with 8s.
8 characters.
Oh, they didn't take the joker.
3 dots.
I guess that we won't be playing a pure hand.
1 character.
That's okay. It's all right if we're not playing a
4 dots.
a pure hand. Any win is a good win. Let's pass.
Three characters. 8 dots.
No, that's our pair tile.
3 characters. South wind.
We need that 8 band before
2
too long, because
characters.
then we'll be ready on the 8. It's a little bit sketchy with
6
this 8 dot. We
bamboos.
need this 8 dot because that's our pair. Oh, we don't want to hold dragons.
Red dragon.
Dragons are hot commodities.
3 bamboos.
Okay, so yeah, that's a pass. The end game is going to be right around where the 8 dot is
6
over here.
bamboos.
So we're in the middle game now, about 80 tiles. That's where we're at the moment.
9 bamboos.
Oh, we don't need the 6, and the 3 band was out.
6
Nobody wanted
dots.
it.
Flower.
Yeah, flowers. Flowers, they're the bane of my existence. Most times. I don't know why.
Green dragon.
They're evasive for me.
Five bamboos.
Now, one silver lining we have at the moment is there's a lot of
4 bamboos.
evens out right now. 6 dots, 6 bands,
7
4
characters.
bands. No 2s are out at the moment.
7 dots.
So somebody could still be playing a year hand, or maybe 2, 4, 6, 8,
9
or
characters.
maybe even one of the addition hands. Evens.
6 characters.
There's a hesitation on the 6.
9 dots.
There's a pretty equal mixture of suits out there.
6 characters.
There aren't very many wins, though. There are no wins out. No, 1. There's 1
8
south.
bamboos.
Oh, there it is. Kong.
Kong.
Nice. That's very nice. Okay, let's let the 3 bam go. And
3
we are ready to
bamboos.
win on an 8 dot. It was discarded in the early game and
4
nobody wanted it.
bamboos.
So I'm hoping that someone will discard it. Or we'll draw it.
7 dots.
We need a pair, so no jokers. We don't
5
need jokers. We
characters.
need an 8 dot for the win. Oh, 9 dot. We're being
9
mocked.
dots. Five bamboos.
I'm hoping it's early enough in the game that they might think we're not ready for that 8.
White dragon.
Because if we're playing like numbers with 8s, we need a pair of 8s.
7 bamboos. 7 characters. 5 characters.
Looking for an 8 dot to win. Second hand down under
6
evens.
characters. 2 dots.
Oh, that's a pass. Oh, flower.
Flower.
When you don't need them, you get them. That's the second flower out.
1 dot. 5 dots. 9 characters.
We got it. Mahjong. Woohoo! All right. I get a dot on that one. I don't know if you guys dot your card. But it is a fun way to challenge yourself. If you mark every winning hand, try to win every hand on the card. Okay, so let's go see what everyone was doing. News with dragons. News with dragons. Second hand from the bottom under wins. Over here, we have 1s, 5s, and 9. 1, 5, 7. 1, like numbers with ones. I'm not sure what's going on there. Here we have 2323, 2323, or maybe news concealed, because they could do 2-3 in cracks and bams. Either way, it looks like they're kind of in between. I would have gone for 2323 Pung Kong and let the wins go. All right, let's play again. And I think we were in the middle game still, so that was very good. All right, let's see what we get this time. Thank you for the kudos. We have a pair of sevens. Pair of sevens, that's where we start, right there, pair 7. We've got the dragons. Look at the dragons. We might be able to do something consecutive. So I would hold 6, 7, 8, and we have tiles we can pass. 7-dot pair, that's what we're building with right now. Let's see what happens. 7 and 8. Okay, we have no flowers. Bonnie, yes, that's true. Okay, we've got a 7-dot. We do have 1 and 3, but those are not going to be very helpful with a pung of 7s, I don't think. We have no, let's see, we can let the 2 go. We do have, yeah, I don't think so. I think we need to let these wins or these dragons go. At least 1. We might still be able to use the 7 with a white dragon, maybe, or maybe play, well, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, here's another 7, a 7 and a 9, 7, 8, 9 dragon. Here's a 7 crack, 6, 7, 7, 8. We have 2 tiles we can pass. I wouldn't think about playing like numbers with 7s and dragons because, first of all, we have no flowers and we have no 7 bam. So I think I would let the red dragon go and focus on 6, 7, 8 of some kind. 7, 8, here's an 8 bam. 6, 7, 8, we have a gap, no flowers still. So we want to keep going for sure. We have to make a choice in here. We have 7.8 bam, 7, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8. We have 2 tiles to pass. 7, 8, 9 dragon. I'm thinking the 7 crack can go. If we can get a flower in here, we could play 7, 8, 9 mixed suit Kongs, 5th hand down on the right. Okay, we have a 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. Anytime I play mixed suits, I try to keep 4 numbers in a range around the multiple. This 5, though, is isolated. There's nothing that can join us from the 5 to the 8, so I wouldn't be distracted by that. We're going to let it go. 7, 8, 9 dragon, 7, 8 dragon, if we can get flowers. Here's a 6, 9 dragon back. We got a dragon back. Here's a 9. So we have 7, 8, 9, 8, 9, 6, 8. This 6 bam is not helpful. Okay, we need to make a choice. I try not to pass white dragons, and we might be able to use it. We could do 6, 7, 8 mixed suit Kongs. We could do 7, 8. I'm thinking the 9 can go. 9 bam. Let's let it go. If we had a 6 dot, we could have maybe done 6, 7, 8, 9 and 2 suits, but it didn't look too good to me. That was a big gap, no 6. So now we have 7, 8, 9. Oh boy, somebody, what is, oh my goodness. We have tree people in the front yard. Hopefully you can't hear that. Okay, we have 7, 8, 9 dragon here. No flowers, so I think I would pass fully. It's going to get loud here, guys, because we have tree people here. I got to notify the husband to get out there. Sounds like Pete's Dragon. Can you hear it? Oh my gosh. We're doing a live stream in here, people. Please. They weren't supposed to come. Oh no, that's Cool Ray. What in the world? Okay. Let's see. What do we got here? 7 crack, 6 bam.
2
Okay,
characters.
we are probably, we're probably an underdog on this
3
game.
dots.
Okay, let's see. We have 7, 8, 9. Let's see. Wins. We have no wins.
South wind. 8 characters.
Okay, let's just see what happens here. 7, 8, 7 dot, 7, 8, 9 dragon.
6 characters.
I'm kind of thinking if we can get a flower, we can try for the first
2
or the
dots.
concealed hand. Okay, now here's 5, 6, 7, 8. Here they go. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Can you guys
1
hear
dot.
that? If that's super loud, we might have to end the live stream.
9 bamboo.
Can you hear that? Oh my gosh.
7 characters.
I gotta mute for a second. Oh my goodness. Okay, we got a 7 dot. Okay, let's let the 7 crack go. Okay, so we have 7, 8, 9 dragon. Oh my goodness. So 7,
2
8.
characters. 3 dots.
Oh shoot. Sorry about that, guys. We had a tree taken down in our front
9
yard and they're cutting out the root. Oh, this is good news. Oh my goodness. We got a 6. Okay, so we can do 6, 7, 8, 9 pung kong. And we can leverage that kong. All right, so we are in the begin game.
7
Let's see.
bamboos.
We have one more pick and we'll be in the middle game. We're playing 6, 7, 8, 9, probably pung kong, second hand down. I'm guessing we have a joker, a pair of, we do have a joker, but we have a pair we don't need, the 8
9
bam.
bamboos.
So we're going to try to hold that. We got a keeper. We're going to try to hold that to the middle of the middle game, which should be
6
at, okay, that is a pung for us. We're going to take it.
pung.
Okay, now let's let the 6 bam go.
6 bamboos.
Okay, so we're now in the middle game. We have a hand with no gaps. We
1
need
character.
an 8 dot in here.
Red dragon. 1 bamboo.
8 bam. We don't need it.
8 bamboos.
And it looks like nobody else wanted it either, so I guess we can let it go. So that won't be good joker bait. This was going to be
3
maybe our joker
characters.
bait in the middle of the middle game, which would be at
Queen
about
dragon.
60 tiles or so. So it didn't quite work out for us this time.
2 bamboos.
It's a hit or miss strategy, really. Okay, 2 crack. I don't want to hold on to that.
2
There's one out.
characters.
It appeared nobody wanted it.
2
So
dots.
we're good there.
5 bamboos.
Okay, we're looking for an 8 dot. If we can do this joker exchange,
2
that would be
bamboos.
nice.
4 bamboos. Kong.
Oh, 4 bam
6
Kong.
bamboos. 6 bamboos. 4 bamboos. 1 dot. North wind. 8 dots,
That's a keeper.
8 bamboos, 2 bamboos.
We need one good pick in here.
9 characters, 8 dots,
We don't need wins.
east wind, 6 dots,
Oh, we lost it.
3 bamboos.
There are 2 8 dots out, so we'll need a joker in there.
2 bamboos, red dragon,
We're going to need a joker,
3 bamboos,
but just one at the moment. Yeah, well, we'll see. We might need 2.
6 characters,
But we have our Kongs. We have just one discard right now.
green dragon,
We're still in the middle game. We're playing to win. We have only one discard.
north wind,
9 bam, 9 bam. I see 2.
9 bamboos, 1 character, 7 characters, 5 dots,
We need a keeper here.
Kong,
We need a joker is what we need. Maybe the 4 bam. Is
8
that,
characters,
it's in the wall. So let's see if we can draw a 4 bam. Ooh, 8 crack. Is that out? Yes, the 8 crack is out. So
flower,
that is locked in. Okay, let's let this 5 crack go.
5 characters,
I don't know what is going on here.
Kong,
Doggone it. These tree
1
people
bamboo,
are now ringing the doorbell. Hold on. Oh, we got a winner there. We got an addition hand here. All right, so we have an addition hand, 448. 448, very nice. Over here, 4545, ready to win on a 4 dot or a 4 crack. Over here, news with dragons. And over here, we couldn't get the 8s. We were wide open for them. We just couldn't get there quick enough. Okay, let's go again. Thank you for the reminder on the nitty-gritty. This is when we try not to get too social. We just play the game. It was a good game. It was close. We were 1 away. If you like socialization, join us on Friday nights. We start playing at 5 p.m. Eastern time, and we do more chit-chat there. But Mondays are nitty-gritty. We dig into the nitty-gritty, and we don't socialize so much. We're ready to go now. Okay, we have 4 bam, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 in cracks, 3, 7, 8 in dots, green dragon, east and south. This is a really great example of having no multiples and therefore having to focus on the predominant pattern. When I look at these tiles, most of them are 2, 3, 4. We do have some 2, 4, 6, 8. We definitely don't need the winds or the dragon. So I probably would let the 7 dot go here and see if either evens comes in or 2, 3, 4 of some kind. So we're looking at predominant pattern. That's what we're targeting until a multiple forms. When a multiple forms, we reassess. And we just got our first multiple, which is an 8. So we could do 2, 4, 6, 8 or 6, 7, 8. We have no 5, no 9. Here's a 6. I'm thinking this looks like 2, 4, 6, 8 of some kind. 2, 4, 6, 8 of some kind. So the 3 can go, the 7 maybe, It depends because we do have 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. We definitely can't go 2 through 8 at the moment. We might be able to try for that pair hand because we have no jokers. The consecutive pair hand, maybe. It would be a long shot though. Okay, now we have a 5 bam. We have a consecutive hand in here. Here's a 4, 8. The 1 can go for sure. The 3 can go for sure. We do have 5, 6, 7, 8, no gaps, pair pung kong, 2 suits. I think what I would do here, 4, 5, 6, I'd let the 4 dot go, I think. We could maybe try for a consecutive hand, 4, 5, 6. Let's see, 5, 6, 8, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. We need a 7 bam, not a 4 bam though. We just picked up a 4 bam. Okay, so I would reassess at this point. We have 4, 5. We have a pair of 8s. Here's a 1 crack. We definitely should keep going because we have discards. Okay, so let's see about 4, 5, 6, 7 dot would be a great pick right now because we could play the 4th hand down. Let's see. We could maybe try for 2, 4, 6, 8, 8. I don't think that's looking so good though. I think what I would do here is keep the 8s and play consecutive. So we're going to let the 4 go. This is a tough one. 4, 5, 6. There's a 7. 5, 6, 7, 8. We have another multiple in there. 7, 8. We're going to let the 1 go, the south, and this 2. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Really, the 4 bam is not going to get us up to 7, 8 in the cracks. So that is probably going to have to get broken up. I'm thinking 5, 6, 7, 8 pung kong. And that would allow us to leverage the pairs. What in the heck? Okay, we got 9s, 7, 8, 9. We have 7, 8, 9 now. I would break up the 4 because we have a lot of 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 8, 9, 7, 8. I think the 9 can go, the 9 dot. 6, 7, 8, 9, no gaps, pung kong. 5, 6, 7, 8, no gaps, pung kong. Second hand down, basically. And really the 4 bam and the 8 dot, those can go. Okay, now we've got like numbers with 2s in here. We're going to reassess. Look at the 2, 4, 6, 8 that came back. All right, they want 3. We definitely can pass the 7, 8. Let's see, we have 7, 8, 2, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6. I think we should pass fully. It's just a matter of what. I think the 2 can go, the 2 crack. We have no 4. I think maybe the 7 dot can go and the 4 bam. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is what we're looking at here, or 6, 7, 8, 9. Some kind of consecutive hand building around the 7 and the 8. We got an 8 dot. 8 dot. And a pair of 2s in here. I think this hand kind of wanted to be evens, but we were swimming upstream. Here's 2, 5, 6.
7 dots.
1, 8. 1, 6, 7, 8.
9 bamboos.
All right, well, let's just see. Here's 1, 2. Oh my goodness. This is terrible. We got work to do. We're an underdog on this game.
south wind. 4 bamboos. 6 dots.
4 dot. Look at the evens. Okay, let's let the 1 go.
1 character.
Oh boy.
3 characters. 7 bamboos. 2 characters.
I'm thinking the 4 dot can go next. Oh, east we don't need for sure.
East wind.
Can you guys still hear that grinding out there?
Four bamboos.
The 2 bam is
9
probably
bamboos.
joker bait. So is the 8 dot. We don't
South
need
wind.
either of those. 9 bam. I would keep that. Okay, let's let the 4 go.
4 dots.
Oh, I don't know why they're working this late. It's like 20 to 8. Some people go to bed at this time. Why in the
Green
world
dragon.
would they come now? I don't get it.
2 characters.
Okay, 7, 8, 9.
9 dots.
I think 7, 8, 9. Here's 5 through 9 now. All right, let's 5 through 9 in one suit. I think the 9 bam can go.
9
At the
bamboos.
moment, the 2 and the 8, these are both joker bait, and we're heading into the middle game
Green
right
dragon.
now. Okay, thank you, KJ and Sue. I'll try not to worry about it. It's very distracting for me.
5 characters.
Okay, flower. Interesting. Okay, so I say that the 5, 6 and bams with that flower coming in. Actually, let's see. 2 bam, 8 dot. Let's let the 5 go. I want to
5
hold on to this
bamboos.
joker bait until we get to around the break in the wall here.
North wind.
We might be able to get some jokers there with that flower. We might be able to play 6, 7, 8 or 7, 8, 9. Or maybe if we get the red
5
dragon,
characters.
we could play the concealed hand. Oh, 7, 8. 7, 8, 7, 8. Let's hold on to the 8 dot and let that 6 bam go.
6 bamboos. 2 dots. 2 characters. 7 dots.
West can go.
West wind. Red dragon. 9 characters. 5 bamboos.
We got an 8 dot. I'm kind of thinking we should switch
2
to 7, 8,
bamboos.
7, 8. And if that's the case, we don't want to hold on to that flower for long.
South wind. 2 bamboos. 9 dots.
6 dot. Let's let the 2 go.
2 bamboos. 5 dots.
7, 8, 7, 8. We need the 7s. There are 2 out,
North wind.
but really a lot of our tiles are probably out at this point.
1 bamboo.
Okay, let's let 5, 6 dot. Let's let the 6 dot go.
6 dots.
Okay, thank you, Shirley. 7, 8, 7, 8.
Red dragon.
There's still one more 7 dot out. So we would have to dedicate that
7
joker.
characters.
That is a pung. I think we should go for it.
Pung.
We're going to let the flower go. That's our riskiest
Flower.
tile. We're heading into the end. We're still in the middle game. So right about now, we're in the middle of the middle game.
Kong.
Oh, there's that flower
8
Kong.
bamboos.
All right, so we have 3 discards at the moment.
White dragon.
I would say we're a contender at this point. All right, we need to look at what is out. No 3 dots are out. That 3 dot, I think, is our riskiest tile at the moment. 5 crack, I don't see either. Yeah, there it is. I see a 5 crack there. What about 6 crack? Okay, so the 6 crack is the next riskiest tile. We want to get out our risky tiles because we're heading into the end game in probably 2 more picks. 2 more picks.
8 bamboos. 5 characters.
I'll pass. We have 7878 Hong Kong is what we're playing here. A 5 dot. We do not need that, and that has been discarded. We need to discard the 6 crack though. That's what I should have discarded.
4 characters. Green dragon.
Okay, we need to swap out this 6 crack. This is a risky tile, and we're going into the end game after this next pick.
Win.
So we're going to throw the 6 crack.
6 characters.
There are 2 1 bams out, so that's going to be our safest discard. There are 2 5 cracks out, so that can be held. So you kind of switched your thinking on, instead of holding fresh tiles in hopes that you might get a joker exchange out of them in the middle game, to getting out the fresh tiles early if you're playing to win. Okay, so let's see, 9 dot, that is out. The 9 crack, let's throw that. I see 2 9 dots right here, and 1 was thrown recently. There's a 3rd one over there. So really that 9 dot is a good safe discard for later.
8 characters.
Okay, that is a Kong.
Kong.
And we'll let the 5 crack go.
5 characters.
We're in a bit of a pickle. We need a joker for that 7 dot.
4 characters.
Hopefully we'll get that 7 dot pretty soon.
8 bamboos.
Either a joker or 7 dot. Joker would be nice, because then if a 7 dot is thrown, we can call it.
4 characters.
But we have 2 safe discards, and we're in the end game now. I would still play to win. With 2 discards, I would play to win. Okay, we're going to Kong. Everybody already knows what we're playing.
Kong.
Let's throw the 1 bam.
1 bamboo.
We can use any number of jokers with this hand, so we can't be disqualified unless all the jokers are visible. And right now, only 1 joker is visible, so we're good. We're good to go. It's a little snug fit right now, but that's okay. Maybe we'll draw this 8 crack. Oh, 5 dot.
5
Let's see, the 8 crack is available for exchange.
1 character.
Maybe we'll draw our 8 crack here.
Red dragon.
And of course, everybody knows what we're playing.
East wind.
8 bam. Look at all those 8s.
8 bamboos. 3 characters.
Consecutive run is very forgiving. Oh, we got a winner. We got 1 away on that one. And we were an underdog, so we came a long way. It would have been nice to get a joker, but here we have like numbers with 3s. Well done. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4 Hong Kong, probably. 1, 2, 3, 4 Hong Kong. And then over here we have a 2, 4, 6, 8 hand. Or like numbers with 6s. Okay, let's see if we could squeeze 1 more in, 1 more game. We'll try to squeeze in 1 more game. We are off now. Let's hope for a nice strong deal. We had a rough deal the last time, no multiples. Here we do have a multiple, three dot and 9 dot. So maybe a 3-6-9 hand. This looks like a potential 3-6-9 hand here. That would leverage 3-9, 2 pair. No wins for 3-6-9. So we do have some potential in here for odds. 5-7-9, 1-3-5-7-9. Let's let the 1 bam and 8 dot go. Thank you for the kudos on that effort for that hand. Appreciate it. I'm thinking 3-6-9 for this hand, but there's still some odd potential because 3s and 9s are odd. If we got a 1 dot and a 7 dot, for example, in this case, it didn't help us, but we did get a 6. So we have tiles to pass. We really don't have to pick a hand yet. 3-9 6 dot bam. Maybe we can keep that green dragon. Second hand from the bottom. Nice catch, Janet. We can hold that for a little bit. I'm thinking maybe the 7 and the 5 can go. We have no gaps for the second hand down in 1 suit. We have no gaps for the hand with the dragon, but we're also kind of close to the concealed hand. If we can get a 3 bam, that would be a gap. That would be an example of a gap hand. Let's see, 3-6-9. We got a 3 crack. That is not helpful. Here's a pair. Anytime you develop a new multiple, this 5 dot, for example, reassess quickly. In this case, it doesn't help us, so I would probably break it up. We're much better off with 3-6-9 than trying to play with 5 dots and 3-9. We have no 1 and no 7 in dots. Those would be big gaps. We have a couple of options with no gaps right now. There's a green dragon, and that is another multiple. So I would say we should focus on 3-6-9 with the dragon. That would be no gaps, and it would leverage every multiple in our hand. I would still probably keep the 6-9, 3-6-9, all 3-6-9. This is a pretty risky pass, though. Let's keep going. Maybe this, let's see, 3-6, the 3 crack can go. Let's throw the out 3-5. 3-5 can go. All right, we're going to wait and see. We're probably looking at the second hand from the bottom, but we could still maybe play 3-6-9, second hand down. But we need 4 flowers, and flowers are the bane of my existence. Maybe we let the 9 bam go at this point, so we don't pass 1, 2, 4 in 1 suit. That would be pretty risky. We've got a 6 crack. Let's see, 6 is really, the green dragon is kind of driving it right now. Let's keep the 2 and pass the 4, because then we're left with 2-5. You know what though? Hold on. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 4 dot was going around. We could pass blind here. 4, 3, 4, 5. Let's let the 2 dot go. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 4 dot was going around. 8 dot, that's really not helpful though. I would not pass 2 wins. Let's see how many our opponent wants. I'm thinking the 4-8 or the 4-5 can go. Let's see how many they want. 3-6-9 dragon. We are going to wait until the 3-second mark. See how many they want. If they delay, they probably want 1 tile. I do not want to pass 1 tile. Ain't going to do it. I don't like it. So we're going to wait it out to 3 seconds. Nope. We're good with what we have. Okay, so we have 5 discards, really 6, 7 discards. We're going to be an underdog on this one. We have 3, 6, 9 in one suit or 3, 6, 9 dragon. We're in between hands. I think we might have lost somebody at the table here. Are we stuck? I'm not stuck. It's not me. Grounder dog. We're an underdog. A grounder dog? What's a grounder? What's a gounder dog? Underdog? Oh, our opponent left. Okay, so that's why they delayed, but we would not have known that. That's okay. Somebody left the table, this player right here. So I'm thinking that so they're asking us about what happened.
North wind. 4 dots.
White belt left the table.
White
A
dragon.
robot will probably take over for them. Oops.
2 dots.
Game. Oh, east. Look.
East
4,
wind.
3, 4, 5, 6.
6
8, 9.
characters.
3, 4 through 9. Let's see. Table info. It shows that they're still here, but I don't know.
Joker.
Oh my gosh, a joker? Really? Okay. Look
9
at
bamboos.
3, 6, 9 here. We have a pair we don't need. Oh my goodness, look. 7 dot, 5 through 9. Let's let the 4 go.
4 dots.
Oh, we could have maybe tried for the pair hand.
West wind.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, too late now.
Nine bamboos.
5, 6, 5, 7, 8.
West wind.
Oh, go underdog. I see it now, Sue. Okay, so let's let the 4 go. Oh my goodness. 9 crack. We're going to let that go.
9
I'm kind of
characters.
tempted to see if we get a 4 dot. We could maybe try for that pair hand, but it's kind of a long shot.
2 bamboos.
We're closer to the 3, 6, 9 dragon hand, but we need to Kong the 3, 9 and pung the 6 dragon.
3 bamboos.
We can only act on one of our multiples, the dragon. That's it for right now.
8 bamboos. Three characters.
Only 1 4 dot left in the wall or someone's
6
hand.
dots.
Yep, I am fully aware. The 2 can go.
2 dots.
I'm going to just hold the 4 dot until it goes down for now.
West wind.
We do still have potential for it, even though we threw it. I didn't want to give up on the 3, 6, 9 hand yet.
7
We're in
characters.
between the second hand down under 3, 6, 9
6 characters.
and 3. Okay, now that's it right there. Okay.
4 dots.
Now we have a multiple in there for the 3, 6, 9 knitted hand.
South wind.
Second hand from the bottom. So we're good to go now. We could pung
South
2.
wind.
We still need a 3, 9, and dots. So we are in build.
2 bamboos.
We're in build phase there. Oh my gosh, there's a 6. Okay, let's let the 8 dot go.
8 dots.
So now we're right back to 3, 6, 9 and 1 suit here. We're still in
Green
between.
dragon.
Oh, let's pung.
Pung.
We'll let the 7 go. So
7
now
dots.
the 6 dot is joker bait. 1 is out, so someone
4
might not need it.
characters. 2 characters. 2 characters.
1 dot can go.
1 dot.
We can pung the 6, but we need help with our 3, 9. We're committed. So this
6
dragon
bamboos.
or this dragon. Oh yeah, we're gonna pung,
Pung.
and we'll let the flower go. That's a flower, not a
Flower.
dragon.
One character. 4 characters.
Let me see here.
2 characters.
Okay, let's do 5 dot.
5 dots. 4 bamboos. 7 characters. Pung.
Okay, the 6 dot, we'll see. We may
Red
still be able to
dragon.
get help. 5 crack can go.
5 characters. 2 bamboos. East wind. Red dragon.
Okay, we need a keeper.
9 characters. North wind. 2 characters.
Oh, they did leave the table. So that will affect the game a little bit.
4 dots. North wind.
They could have our tiles.
4 bamboos. 7 bamboos.
Anytime there's a really quick
Pung.
discard, it's because it's a robot. Okay, they're playing 1 through 9.
Green
1, 3,
dragon.
5, 7, 9. They
North wind.
need pung a 5 bam. 3, 7 bam.
Flower.
Oh yeah, we don't want that. There are 2
Flower.
9 bams out. I hope they have their pair. I don't see any 1 bams and I don't see any 5 bams.
7 dots.
Oh, we're playing 3,
6
6,
dots.
9. Okay, pass. Didn't seem like anybody wanted that, but there was a little
3
hesitation on it.
dots.
That's a Kong for us, so we can't take it. And there goes the 3.
6 dots.
Now we need a joker for our 3. There are let's see, 7 crack.
7 bamboos.
7 crack is available for
Flower.
exchange. One of them. Maybe we'll draw that.
Flower.
It'd be nice if we can get that 7 crack. We still need a joker here for that 3 dot.
8 bamboos.
Oh, flower, no.
Flower.
Why do they come when we don't need them?
7 dots. 5 dots.
Yeah, there they go.
4 characters.
Okay, we need a 7 crack here. 9 dot would be nice. Oh, 8 dot.
6 dots.
All right, 8 dot was just thrown a bit ago. Maybe
5
2 or
dots.
3 rounds ago. It
4
should be safe.
bamboos.
We'll discard this next.
White dragon.
Oh no. This player on the right needs this. We're going to discard it now.
5 bamboos.
If we're playing to win, that is a risky tile. They weren't ready for it.
Red dragon. 6 characters.
Okay, now I hope we don't draw another 5 bam because
1
they
bamboo.
just got a keeper. Let's throw the 8.
8 dots.
We want to hold safe tiles. North and south are down.
6 bamboos. 9 dots.
Oh, shoot. Now we need 2 jokers.
2 dots.
8 crack. 8 crack. 8 crack. I don't see it.
8 dots.
I don't see the 8 crack.
9 dots.
That is a fresh tile, and now we need 3 jokers. 3 jokers and 5 picks. I seriously doubt we're going to get 3 jokers. I'm thinking we need to switch to defense.
8 characters.
Oh, they just threw the 8 crack. Okay.
8 characters.
Oh, maybe Carol. Oh, thank you, Sue. It's been kind of hanging in there for me. 5 crack. Where's the 5 cracks? 5 crack. 5 crack. I don't see any 5 cracks. This player to our left.
5 bamboos.
Uh-oh. Ooh. Okay. Let's throw the south.
South wind.
We need to be somewhat careful because
flower.
With a 6-band pung and a dragon pung, there's only one hand we could be playing. And there are 2 jokers visible, so I don't think we can be disqualified. But if we start throwing 3s and 9s, someone could try to disqualify us. 7 dot is out.
7 dots. 8 dots. 2 dots. 8 bamboos.
South can go.
South wind.
We're defense. We're playing defense. So we're throwing the safest tiles
7
possible.
Bamboos.
The 9 dot and the 3 dot are safe.
8 bamboos.
3 band, that is out.
3 bamboos. East wind. East wind.
So we'll throw the 9 dot next.
5 bamboos.
Oh boy. Oh, 8 crack. Nobody wanted that.
8 characters.
Okay, let's go check it out. Wall game. It's a draw. Everybody's a winner. Here, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, they needed the 1 BAMs and they didn't have enough 5s to call. This is the player that abandoned the table. Looks like numbers with 1s. Here, same hand, they were ready to win on the 5 crack or 3 crack. And guess what we had? 3 crack and 5 crack. Always look at the discards to make sure if you're switching to defense, hold on to those risky tiles. This player was ready to win on a 3 crack or a 5 crack. That's the lesson learned there. All right, that's going to end it for this live stream. Thank you, moderators, for your hard work at keeping nitty-gritty to the nitty-gritty. On Mondays, the live stream, we have less socialization and we focus on gameplay with commentary. I know we had a little bit of a distraction tonight with my cough and the tree people. So we do have real life to contend with also. But for the most part, Mondays should be nitty-gritty, no socialization. And we dig into rules, strategies, and gameplay with commentary. So thank you very much for adhering to that to your best ability so that we could all get as much as we can out of the nitty-gritty Mondays. If you like to socialize, join us on Fridays. That's when we do the Simply Social Let's Play live stream beginning at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, moderators, thank you so much for being here to help moderate chat and keep us to the nitty-gritty. If you are just joining us, you're a beginner. I hope this wasn't too overwhelming for you. Nitty-Gritty Prime Time, which is tonight's session, is a little more advanced. The Monday morning 10 to noon session is basics, where we go over the fundamentals of the game. We still talk about strategy and we dig into nitty-gritty, but it's more about the rules of the game and more simple entry-level strategies. So it's not so overwhelming, and we tend to take a little bit more time with decision making. So please join us for these Monday nitty-gritties. I would love to have you back. And also share about this channel with your friends, because I'm trying to grow this channel to try to get more awareness about American Mah Jongg. And also, if you haven't gotten lessons from instructors, MAHJLIFE has an instructor guild, and we have instructors who are ready to give lessons, not just for beginners, but intermediate and even some advanced people like to get coaching. So check out my website, MAHJLIFE.com. There's all kinds of information there that can help you with your game. We have a wiki there. There's also the instructor guild directory, so please check that out. What are the white things? Oh, hold on. They're sea biscuits. Sea biscuits. I love the beach, so I like having seashells and whatnot around. All right, that's going to do it for this nitty-gritty prime time. Let's play live stream. Have a good night.